never leave you alone. Even when I'm overseas, if I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time, I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.
Long days since I've been away. Tell me you waiting at home with the baby and tell her that daddy's so proud of the way. She teaching her mama and daddy to be more like kids and still handle the biz on the road. Cause I got a dream that I never could sing and say. Excited to see where
Miami has it all. The greatest football team.
You taking me higher, no need for a lighter. The spark of my fire inspired this poem. Come.
Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Miami Dolphins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to start the drive. The starts. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. That one goes for 8 yards. The Dolphins are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jensen. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the handoff, here's Lewis running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But you look at this Bronco defense, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
A 54-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Muscles by at the 25. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll go play action with Nix. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
To throw, here's Nix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Captain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. Going down the middle, and it's It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there, a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with H.M. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Nowhere to go here, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Dolphins 17, Broncos nothing. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see under your backs.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And shedding it off that open field. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the Central Florida product is I.J. Harvey. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 25, here's second down at 7. To throw is Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Now Lewis here on first down. knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Taken down at the 41. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 32 that time.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll run. Achane. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now
a handoff looking right. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and go. And the route is on here in this first half.
Broncos nothing. Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nix to the air. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That was signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Now it's Nix. He'll try and do this himself. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
The final shot before break. Nix. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put...
There he goes, left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
The Broncos will line up for the
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
36-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say
that he will take it in for the Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. 63 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
That's the score. Dolphins 31, Broncos 8.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Pushing his way through. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one.
39-yard gain on the play. First down.
And now they'll shift things around. Here's Nix. Quickly into the hands of Mims. Oh, good move. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Nix to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there, with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
The Broncos.
They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
To kick off for the Broncos.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jensen. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, 29 yards. And the Dolphins are able to stretch out their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And a throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. A dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. 22. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with the 1st and 10. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
39-yard line.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point,
it's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, road's closed.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
It's a gain of 3.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Broncos, first down.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
At the 8-yard line.
Throwing Nix. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Captain, ready.
Operating from the gun. Nix. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Bombers, ready.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Nix from the shotgun. There's that man again. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Broncos.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Broncos first down. First and goal.
Looking to throw. Nix. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos.
Touchdown Denver.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion.
Go. Away. Captain.
They'll look to throw again. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
They're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here is 3rd and 5. They'll run again. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Daniel Carlson set to
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Nix. To the right side and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. Oh, a Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Back to throw. Nix on the RPO. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Miami, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.